أبدا لا هنا لغات الجامعة هنا الإنجليزية والحوسة والفلفل والعربية والفرنسية كل لغة التي نتعلمها هنا هي لغة هذا أنا so that you are free to talk in anyone but translate for us. عربية لسنا بكثير الذين يتكلمون then somebody will translate for you. Yes, but you are free to talk about it because we teach it in the university, so you are welcome to use it. Yes, we teach it in the university. So, Assalamu alaikum everyone. Good afternoon and welcome to the February edition of the BUK Creative Writers Forum. I'm very happy to be here and also to act as the convener of today's session in front of my father and also my usual members. And also with us is our special guest, who is also very passionate about writing, creative writing, and writing journey. Dr. Imad, he's here with us, all the way from Sudan. So please, I would like you to give Dr. a big round of applause. And also our special guest. Oh, yes, very good. So I think before we move on, as you know, every month we come here to discuss pieces of writing produced by our team members. And we make comments, we observe, we criticize. And this is the February edition where we have some writers who already sent their own works to be presented here. And since we have some new faces, I think we should start by introducing ourselves. So let me start with my before you proceed. Okay. Okay, thanks for listening. Yeah. Let me allow you to introduce yourself. Okay. Dr. Imani, Dr. Imani, professionally oriented, far fetched from what we're doing right now. But in a long time translator, writer, and always worked sometimes as a writer. Now currently in Nigeria because of the political situation in Sudan. And we come here to Nigeria and I always say, and I always repeat, sufficient for us is that there are 8 million Hausa and Fulani people in Sudan. As citizens, not as guests or refugees, as citizens. So we are together, and this is registered in history. I'm not going to get it into the register in history. So I give our people to introduce yourself. I started attending this all of them was held 1 month ago. So January was your first time? Yeah. I made it really fascinating all the time. Then we took and the talks that I made. Really fascinating. Thank you very much. Where did you study alone? Yeah, UK, Mashallah. So throughout your stay in UK, you never knew about us? Yeah, of course. Until you went out? Yeah, of course. Mashallah, and I wrote a new book for you. Obviously, I'm not consistent. I did this poem for almost should introduce yourself. I don't think I'm a new person here.
I know you're not.
Yeah.
We just introduce all of us.
Okay, so then my name is
Because we have a special guest.
Okay.
Yes, let you know. So you have no problem. This one is a lawyer, so he's here.
My name is Abba Musa Idris. I am also a student in economic department. I also work in Baba Musa University.
My name is Abba Musa Idris, graduate from Department of Science and Technology Education.
My name is Yura Travis Adam. Was a writer and also a radio presenter of creative writing program here at BUK. I was a graduate of English department from English department. I graduated from English department here at Bayero University in 2016. Of course, I have been coming here, although not always due to the nature of my work, but I am always with you on your own WhatsApp group, and I observe everything that is happening in the forum. Thank you very much.
Student of what? Thank you very much.
My name is Abba Musa Idris. A graduate from Yusuf University of English and Economics. I'm very happy to have two invitees today with me. First, Dr. Imam Bin, who has already introduced himself. The second, we have a colleague writer, Sophia Amin, who writes and speaks for women. I would like to recognize the work that Nana has gotten was recent. She got an award from one of the creative competitions. And also, I'm here for the 21st consecutive session.
Mashallah. 21st.
21st.
Mashallah. Regular boys, this is a creative forum. What level? What is CCP? Let us know.
But 300, not 100.
No, this 419 that is happening always. 300 people when they do the final exam, they say that. Yes, they say that. It's 3.5.
By the way, she looks very Sudanese.
Okay.
She looks more Sudanese
Of all the
yes, but coverage she looks very Sudanese. Like for those with special needs?
yes.
Okay, that's it. This is very highly valued.
It is. So you're looking for a job. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. My name is Bala Muhammad. I'm the grandfather of the group. I always tell my colleagues that we started this business when I came to the university. There was already a creative writing forum. I came here in 1985. This is 40 years ago. And it has been happening since I came here. At that time, we were doing it three times a week. one at the British Council in the city, another one at Triumph Publishing Company, and another one at the Biodiversity Center. So we always had 3 sessions. One a week. When the economy was very sound. So Tuesday British Council, Thursday Biodiversity, and Saturday at the Triumph Publishing Company. All our senior colleagues in English department, mass etc., were always there for us, and they were always trying as much as possible to mentor us. And that is why we stayed with the younger ones now, so that at least they will also learn what we learned from our elders. Alhamdulillah. So today I can say I've been attending this on and off whenever I am around for 40 years. Since 1985 that I went to university, this forum has been alive, alhamdulillah. Some years because of Boko Haram, because of problems, we stopped because of COVID-19. But after some time, inshallah, we come back. And I've just posted the original intent of this group in the group now, so that all of us can remember, especially about the languages used. So if you can add, right, you add the technology inside the group. Not allowed to. Make one of it.
Yeah, it's like it was made.
I
know the problem with the admission is that up to now the admission do not have the active role. Like last night I was trying to copy the link of the group, but I was denied access.
I don't know. We'll do it today. Okay. So if you can look at the group, anyone, please open. Maybe I will forget the question. So that it's okay with you.
Yeah.
So just look at the group again, please. I've just posted the original purpose of why we're here, and it is very okay. Biodiversity BUK Creative Writers Forum, BUK CWF rules for both meetings and group. CWF usually meets last Tuesday of the month at the conference hall of the Faculty of Communication at 4 p.m. This is about 10 years old now. Guidelines for submissions, you read it yourself. And then B, the B is the most important. Although essentially an English-speaking forum, submissions may also be made in the university's other languages of Hausa, Arabic, French, and Fulfulde, and any other language that may in the future be taught or researched at the university. For submissions in languages other than English and Hausa, our authors shall provide acceptable translations. So C you can read later, D you can read later, E you can read later, and F you can read later. Conduct accessions, and I think I'm looking for where we said it's not only about literary writings that we read. We want also material creativity. Material creativity like Zayana Ano, Zayana Faria, painting, anything that is creative. We like calligraphy. Please, if you have anything, and I don't know where to find it, but I know it is somewhere in the group, that whatever talent Allah has given you, if it's in calligraphy, writing, excellent writing, beautiful, or you have a love of reading and you design it very well, or you do design of calabash, or whatever, portrait writing, and anything. So please don't think we are only here for only poetry, prose, and play. We are also here to promote all the creativity that Allah has bestowed on Kano, so that we won't go anywhere, we will compete and show the world that yes, we have creativity. So we don't limit this to only literary writings of play, poetry, and prose. But you can also bring anything that you think is a symbol of your talent. If you do a 1-minute film, for instance, or a 10-minute film, short film, which is literary, which is creative, you can bring it, you play it like electricity permitting. We play it and we critique it and we appraise it and we give you advice. So this is what the forum is all about. But because of the young people who are here, let them know that we welcome every material creativity, especially here in Kano. Anything that can pass for creativity is welcome in this forum, inshallah. And the chairman of today's sitting is Abba Idris.
Thank you so much, Doctor. Please give Dr. a big round of applause. That has been
very solid. The last paragraph was, I would say, for the avoidance of doubt, Secretariat may be contacted by email, WhatsApp, or SIM, SMS, via Secretary Ismail Balagarwa. Now you can submit that with Abba Idris, Deputy Secretary Yaku at that time. Now you can put Ismail, for instance, and then the convener is Professor Saka. Professor Badmus was the convener, then I was the convener, now Professor Saka is the convener, and Nasle and she's the deputy convener, Abba now and Ismail will put him as the deputy secretary, so that at least when we are gone, we are dead, or we leave, or whatever happens, there will be younger people who will run this forum, and it doesn't stop each other. So that we do Sadaka Jaya, we need to follow the
Also, before we proceed, I'm from Professor Mustafa Mahmoud's house, and he asked me to send greeting to Bala, and Professor Badmus was on the all the members of the forum. He said that, God willing, he will be here in our next meeting, inshallah.
That will be after Salah, inshallah. So, thank you so much, and the greetings have been accepted by all assembled. So, thank you so much, Doctor, for this wonderful introduction. Without taking much of the time, I think we're going to the heart of the discussion today. We have at least 4 to 5 presentations. I think we're going to categorize them into the bottom.
What we do is first come, first serve.
Yes,
The first two to come, we discuss. The first two, and then the last one, you repeat.
And there are some also on the WhatsApp platforms that may not be
I think we will start with this. The first one is Niceness Engine, written by Abba Usman. The second piece of writing to be presented is Begins in the Mind, written by Yusuf Ibrahim Suleiman. Okay. The third piece of writing is Human Beings. Human Beings, just like the Aminu Adam. And then the fourth piece of writing is My Rare Father. Okay, so I think it's a short story. Okay, so I hope it's not okay, My Rare Father. And then the fifth one is entitled Mountain of Belief in Nigeria by Hiroi. Hiroi is Hawa? Yes. Okay, Hawa. Okay, by Hawa, known as Hiroi. Okay, so I think yes, I think it is the second. Oh, it's the second. Oh, yeah. It's just a bit. There's another one here. Okay, this is one. Okay, so maybe the sixth piece of writing is Making Inspirative Writers by Precious Abdulmalik Abuba. Okay, so let me go with Precious Abdulmalik. We'll go with that.
What we'll do is please put it on the platform as well, so that those who haven't got a copy can have a look. Can share.
Okay, so let's start with the first one, Lightless Engine. Please do have and then if you come to read, maybe you can come this the camera also so that we can see. We will take 3.
Yes, and then take notes, please. All what you want to say.
Yes. But I know. Once again, assalamu alaikum. Upon the selected dungeon, those things. Kings went high, on no sign of society. Strikes like a colorless number in a lifeless dungeon. Fox realized that usually their tongues do solve the problem.
Those who matter don't mind, and those who mind don't matter. Fueling the flames of strain and hardship, somewhat amiss. Untold words, heart-wrenching tears, and the flame of pride. Fear of loss and the thirst for blood taint the hope of peace and tranquility, sending an askew signal to the future.
Thank you very much. Please take notes so that when we come to discuss.
Okay, let's go to the second presenter. In person of Bilkis Ibrahim Suleiman, begins in the mind. I think we can see it.
Because of your voice, it's can't help. It will help us. Yeah, that position. We are monitoring it?
Yes, I'm monitoring. Yeah,
Monitoring.
no problem. You can help. You can continue helping. Yeah. So please, go ahead.
Assalamu alaikum once again.
Wa alaikum salam.
My name, Begins in the Mind is the title of this flash fiction. It can happen. I want to see. I see. My rib kid moves backward, squeezing for me to exhale the gases. But still the carbon dioxide is missing. I only exhale the confusion. I look upward when my rib cage one more time moves forward. It's pending for me to inhale the rich gases, but still neither nitrogen nor oxygen is found. I only inhale the confusion. Who are you? Who was it? This time again, they asked me often. I often say I'm mama's species from the animal kingdoms. I'm higher animal because I possess the advanced brain. So I speak, I interpret, I analyze, and I solve problems. I doubt if really human create AI. He only confirms the power of organic molecules. Voice sound, it is invisible. I see nobody. Why human is not the one that create AI? How? Human says matter can neither be created nor destroyed, and everything in the world is matter. Oh my God, I want to judge with this discovery. Should I? I folded my arms just then to listen carefully. The invisible voice speaks another reason. Natural resources. The hard materials that build AI are from the natural resources. They are found deep in the earth freely. Should I believe the invisible voice this time? No. Natural resources do not make AI themselves. It's still a man that made the hard materials in construction of AI. So I doubt it. You should not. See it yourself. Human uses his body and the power of his brain that I may see talent in construction of AI. While nobody is going to deny the talent, it's not given specially by the parent. No, it is something to be picked up from the tree. Talent is shown in AI as how the organic molecules build the body and the brain without the food and the medicine, without the man who created AI. I want to see more. I see. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Bilkisu, for this piece of writing on AI. Discussions will follow later.
Inshallah.
Women are human beings. This is the next piece of writing, written by Safia Aminu Adam. Safia, please, can you stand
Sophia Sudan.
behind doctors?
Sophia Sudan. Sophia Sudan.
You have to speak up. Very low.
It's very low, yes. she will speak up. She will have to.
Don't be like, yeah.
The title of my poem is Women Are Human Beings. Da alama mu mata ba mu da gun zama. In a country we are busy calling home. The right to speak doesn't work on us. They try their best to make us voiceless. Can na gano a shafin Instagram. Wai Hamdiya Sidi Sharif is still on trial. All because of a video she made trying to call the attention of the government. Akan a kawo musu ɗauki a Sokoto. Domin mata ba su da sukuni a Sokoto. Har na aure ba su wuce sharrin raping ba. She cried out, and that's the cause of her arrest. Why? Because she's a female child? What a shame a ce macen da still in her teen era is the one facing all these challenges. To daman tun a farko ba a damu da mu ba. Ilimin mata ba a ɗauke shi komai ba. I was bewildered after receiving the news. A nan Kano, akwai reshen da ilimin mata bai zuwa ko'ina. babu mace ɗaya wadda za mu nuna a can. Mu ce gashi ta kammala secondary school. To abun ba akan na karkara ya tsaya ba. Ba akan talakawa ba har ma masu mulki. In dai mace ce, then baki da galihu. I realized this after the news of Senator Natasha. Mace jaruma mai kare haƙƙin ɗan Adam. Ashe tuni suke tauye ta a majalisar? Da bakinta amma sun kama sun kulle? Reshen da take wakilta ma ba a bar su ba, domin ya yi iya bakin ƙoƙari don gallaza musu. Why? Are we not also human beings? Oh, you have forgotten that we are all mediocre. Neither the male nor the female are perfect. The female child are also sagacious. I never say we are better than male, but we are all trying to make the world be a better place.
Okay, so that has been the last piece of writing in the first segment of the presentation. And now it is time for comments, criticism, suggestion, and also discussions. So if you are ready, I think we can begin.
Chairman, I would suggest just go around.
Okay.
If anybody
Okay.
say something, go around 1 minute.
Okay.
Yeah.
So have you got something to say?
I have something to say about the. I have something to say about.
Many things to say.
I will just try to make it one because actually many things to say. I have something to say about the artificial intelligence, or actually more specifically about the natural resources. We are always seeing natural resources in terms of something material and tangible.
Indeed.
For me, the most valuable natural resource is our mind and intelligence. We see countries like Japan and Germany, which are almost resourceless.
Indeed.
Yes. And South Korea. These three countries. They are completely resourceless. But they surpass us all with the natural resource of intelligence.
That's right.
They use the mind maximally. They come to take from us a ton of iron.
Indeed.
Yes. For just $100.
Yes.
And they bring it back for us in a car, which is $100,000.
Indeed.
What has been injected in here is not a special kind of iron.
No.
It is the product of technology which was created by the mind, which is the real natural resource. And I always tell myself and tell all other Africans, we have this part of our body permanently sleeping, taking a permanent holiday. It is all about creativity. And creativity is about invention. Yes, invention. You have to bring something which previously does not exist. It must be previously hasn't existed anywhere. And I like that introduction made by Sir Ken Robinson. He is a famous British educationist. And he roughly described creativity as a purposeful thinking on whatever you are going to make. Make it purposeful and try to make it tangible, that goes into steps to the goal which you are having in mind. And here I think we Africans need to activate this part which is given to us by God. It is the most important natural resource. We are not now buying raw materials. We are not buying raw iron. We are buying the products of the mind, technology. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I think
If you have anything,
we have had a lecture on philosophy.
Yeah, very interesting.
Yes. If you don't have anything,
You can pass it if you don't have anything.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Mine is on women are human beings.
talk.
I think this title is prosaic
Talk.
because the language of poetry should be special. Shouldn't be an ordinary use of language. To say women as human beings, that one is ordinary. It's ordinary. Have you said maybe gout is human being? Then that invites thinking. You understand? Yes. Then in line 5 you say Wai Hamdiya. I think Wai WAE. I think there is correction here.
Okay.
Line 5 Wai.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Way Hamdi.
Okay,
Yes.
okay.
Yes.
Tell her. When writing in Hausa, she has to write as correctly as she's writing in English.
Yes.
Way with an I.
Yes. Then line 23 say Indai the same we write Wai. So do some correction there. Then
So I hope you're taking notes.
Yes. In reading the begins in the mind and the three of this, in reading you should demonstrate. Don't read just like this.
Okay.
You should at least demonstrate it, so that at least it work at people.
That's what we call performance.
Performance.
She has to perform.
He has to perform. So that at least. Thank you.
You have to act out. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Actually, I just want to write up on what Dr. have said.
Right.
Actually, there is no better resources than human resources. As you know, there are a lot of countries that have natural resources. If you take example of Nigeria, Angola in Africa, Saudi Arabia in Arabian country, and so on and so forth, they are categorized as resource cost countries. Why are they categorized as that? Because they didn't use their resources to develop their economies like the developing countries or the OECD countries. For example, if you take example of Japan doesn't have a dime in terms of natural resources, but today Japan is world-class economy. If you take, for example, the United States of America, they had resources like oil in the past, but they have peaked in 1970. The oil that they have now is not conventional oil; it's unconventional oil. But they use their human resources to what? To capitalize on their economy and to develop their economy, to grow their economy. So what I'm trying to say, also Nigeria, as we said, we have abundance of natural resources, but still we are categorized as resource cost countries. And population is part of the resources. If you have population, example like China has resources, population resources, and they utilize that resources to develop their economy. Today in the world, China, if you didn't put China as number one country, you can put it as the second country in the world. Why? Because they utilize their population resources. They don't have natural resources, but they have population resources. So if you can be able to, as I said, be creative, use your population to make something tangible, to create something, to innovate something, like the technology, as the AI, as you said, and so on and so forth. That will help in developing the economy and also as well as reducing the high unemployment, high inflation, and the economic predicament that we are facing now in this country. Thank you so much. Thank you. And and the second, okay, sir. I have little to say on this. Women are human beings. There is, I don't know, mace jaruma mai kokarin kare hakkin ɗan Adam. You didn't put kokarin, you just said kare hakkin ɗan Adam. You missed the word. Thank you so much.
Okay, so Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. Yes, they don't have any comments. So thank you very much, presenters, for presenting your pieces of is it a poem and also short story, which I can't categorize this one. That is a beginning mind. Beginning mind is a really good write-up, and it brings about so many things that if someone isn't even there or be familiar with the AI, the person can also understand what it is all about now. But the problem is I can't really categorize the writing as whether a poem or a short story or whatever it is because no of the form. I can look at the form. In literature, it is not only about the message that you can, pass. It is also about the beauty of the words that are on the page. So we need to look at that. You can say whatever you want to say if it is a poem in some simple words. By putting it, by using the language the way you like it, you are the master of the language there. So please, next time when you are writing, try to, condense your own language and also put it in a way that it can look like a poem. Then my attention is here concerning the women are human beings also. Well, thank you very much for commenting on the way she uses Hausa language there. There are some words that we normally, put when we are writing. When we are writing them, they are supposed to be separated. Although it is our language, but you have to separate them. But we normally put them together. Like the first line, mata, bamu, 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 and bamu, bamuda. So here is what ba is supposed to be separated with mu. Mu here is what? A pronoun. It's a pronoun. And here also, nagano, na, gano. Na is also alone, then gano. And here, basu, basu. So there are so many things, connected to that. My concern is about the message. Why is it always women are thinking that they are like backwarded in the society? Why is it always that now women are just thinking that maybe they have been left behind in the society and their voices are not being heard by men? Why is it that anything that happened, people think because you are a female, that's why it happened? Look at here, where you say, Way Hamdiya Sidi, Sharif is still on trial. All because of a video. I think it's not about, whether Hamdiya is a female that reported that. Even if it is a male that reported that, the same thing will happen to him. It's not only because she's a female. I'm not a misogynist here, but I always emphasize on the view, this view that women always have based on the way they are presented in the society. I actually have the view that women are also considered and they are recognized in the society. They are also human. We value them. Whatever happened now in our society, if it is a male, people will not give their attention to what happened. But if it is a female, you can see, people, as even from the male, gender, they will be considering the things and they will take it as seriously as we think it is. But they are still not satisfied with the way they are treated in the society. And sorry.
You see, if you can make good comments, you can look at the contents, like the way it's embodied. We looked at the contents of the writing and made these points. You can also look at the style, developed by the author. Look at the language. You can just make a comment. Just something about the writing.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. I'm going to speak about this. Begins in Mind by Bilkisu. It is like someone has complained about the beauty of the writing. I think we all have right to write whatever we want to write. This is like prose poetry, right? And it is already beautiful. It sounds like a poem in some parts. Also about the theme, I can see that it is like she's being confused about human brain and AI. AI is different and human is different. And AI will never be like human. AI is what can I call it? Programmed. And it can do a lot of things that not all humans can do. But remember, AI can never do what human can do. Even these writings that we are having of literature, there is no way AI can write better than the worst of us. The worst of this gathering, who writes the least beauty, AI cannot do what he does. Because there is no that human nature in AI. I tried something, I think, almost a year I asked ChatGPT to write a short story for me. I gave him all the concepts needed, all the ideas, the characters, and everything. And it ended as rubbish. I can't take anything from it. He can't do like we do. But it is also surprising to see how machine analyze, interpret, and do so many things that we used to find sometimes difficult. But the problem is that we used to rely on that capability that the artificial intelligence have, which is far, far, far less than what human can do. And about this one, women are humans, I think she just speaks as a human, not because women are not being protected. Well, even in our writings, no. I'm just saying it. Even in our writing, you will see most men. Now, if you write a novel or something like that, you will see if a man writes, his main character usually used to be a man. And if a woman does, it also used to be a woman. This is arguable, but that is a must. The most popular novels that we have, the most popular stories that we have, though I have a story here to present, and the next presenter, my main character is a woman. But women, that is why they used to speak for themselves. It happens with the same thing that I was there on Anna Week last month, that week that you elected.
Are you, for example, limiting the discussion or upcoming writers who are speaking global? Because you're trying to give me headaches.
Okay, let me skip this.
Okay.
I shouldn't go further.
Okay, you leave it here.
Yeah, I leave it here. I shouldn't go further.
Yes.
Assalamu alaikum. Maybe I only have a comment on this women are human beings. My only comment here is about, even though I can see the content of the writing is like about the city that we women have to be considered as powerful or even to be respected with some issues and categories. The things I want to say to all of us, the comment is, we have to see first what kind of human beings are we after realizing that we're female. If we're female, then next, what is it? And next is you are Muslim. And if you are Muslim, it happened then after it, we are not going to try as possible to raise our voices to see definitely that we are going to be like men in social position, in social places. I don't know what exactly the writer is going to aim. Especially the way she say mata jaruma mai kokarin kare haƙƙin ɗan adam. This line really sound to me like a feminism. Sorry.
But do you know the story of Odia?
I don't know. Because I'm not biology.
I
don't know. I have to read it. But if just by considering this kind of writing, I would just say like the writer is going to be to me like a feminist. Somehow, I don't know. I'm just going to see my views. I'm trying to make sure that we are not going to see that it is something possible, it is something so great that we're going to squeeze ourselves to see it that we hold social kind of position in government. We're going to be somebody mentioned in the world. I'm sorry.
That's his opinion.
My comment is on women are human beings. You really try, but your poem lack meters and structures. And as my brother said, from the line you said, har na aure ba su wuce sharrin raping ba, compared with, I never say we are better than male. You're supposed to describe this as a life obstacle or as challenge. Don't compare it with male life, because always female are different with male. And up to now, I do not agree that what men can do, women can do more better. So we need sponsors, we need cures, and we always face challenges. So you're supposed to describe this, your poem, as a life obstacle and life challenges for female, not as gender inequality. Because all these things happens to younger females, ladies, and females that are old age. While the other one begins in the mind. You really try, but it lacks literature's beauty. What I mean, beauty in literature. Literary words. You're supposed to add more literary words.
Thank you. I don't know, maybe Abba will conclude everything before we take the next. Subhanallah. Okay, just to say thank you all three presenters. Can we help you, Ismail? Okay. All three presenters, they tried very well. And just in case anybody is interested, there is a rest room by the side. If you go out, you go to the right, just in case anyone wants to have a restroom. All three have tried, alhamdulillah. I like especially lightless dungeon and the colorless mamba. Many people are not aware of the black mamba, the snake, the poisonous, but when it says colorless, it is a very, very lightless. It is the use of words and a mamba in a dungeon. Dungeon is already very dangerous, and it's a prison, and it has no light, and then you bring in a colorless mamba. I think you are really taking us there for some suffering. And I like that figurative language of twiddling thumbs. Most people who can't solve anything, they twiddle thumbs and give that that kind of hope will exist. So thank you very much. I think unlike women are human beings, there is meter here. I know Hawa. You will say at least the lightless dungeon has meter and has structure, so we can call it a poem. Even if women are human beings is also a poem. Amma rubutun zube aka zubo mana shi, and we thank you very much for zubo shi din hakan nana, and it was in Gausa, and we appreciate in Gausa, of course, and but we said, as I just mentioned in the discussion, what you will do is words which, if there are Yoruba speakers here who are new to Kano and they have no idea what some words here mean, so what you will do is you put an asterisk on the word which is difficult. You come down to the bottom and make a note to say what you mean, so that at least we are all on the same page. And that is why we said any piece of writing we bring here which is not fully in English has to be explained, so that we take everybody along, even if it is one person who is here with us who doesn't know. You are Hamdia Sharif and Senator Natasha are very controversial figures. One has the problem of immaturity. We have to give her that. One has the problem of over maturity, maybe, and but they are courageous people. We agree. We take it from you. They are courageous people. It is not every day that this kind of things happen. But Sophia, I will take you up on this. In the middle of the poem, akwai a nan Kano akwai reshen da ilimin mata bai zuwa ko ina. When you come to comment, when you come to respond, because I know the moderator will give you a chance to respond, you have to tell me where is it, so that a poem is supposed to elicit action. Yes. If there is that place, you have to tell me so that I can call the Commissioner for Education, who was my student. I said, look, this reshe, most likely she means area, with this reshe. So the use of word is also something I will take you up with. So we will find out where is that reshe. So we'll tell the Minister of Education to do something. There is Hafsatu Adhama, who is in charge of women education, special advisor to the governor on female education. So we have to take action. This has elicited an interest. If a nan Kano akwai reshen da mata ba sa zuwa ko ina ilimi, we have to take it up. So thank you very much for bringing out things. For grammar, I always accept what my brother Ali said. Always be careful of grammar, even if it is Hausa grammar. Most of us, gaskiya, did not read Hausa grammar, but we read English grammar. But you have to be, if we are correct in English, we must be correct in Hausa. we have no excuse not to be correct in Hausa. So the advice here is this: when you write something in Hausa, ask Ali, ask Abba, ask Ismail, send it to them. Please have a look at this and help me put it orthographically, so that we don't say, your English is excellent, but your Hausa is terrible. We don't want that. We want if you are bilingual, we want you to be good in the bilinguality. And the last thing to say on yes, the female child is also sagacious. Always look at numbers. Numbers are very important. Allow her to listen to me. Ismail, allow her to listen to me. Yes. Look at your third to the last line, Safia. Look at the third to the last line. The female child, this is grammar. The female child is a singular, so the word is should be used here. Sagacious is questionable, but it's all right. But the grammar is the number must not match. So the female child is also gregarious. And the last line, we're all trying to make the world a better place. There's no need for the BE. There's no need there. We're all trying to make the world a better place. So for grammar, you did very well. And I will criticize your critic. One critic said that no meter, no rhyme, no structure. But I'll give it to you. The way it is, as confused as the person feels it is good enough, is structured enough, and it is welcome. So you have freedom in this. Anybody here has a license to say what they want to correct, and so there is take what you will out of the comments you made, so that at least you will be able to make it better. And begins in the mind. I would start with the grammar, and it then happened with an ed. Most likely you have seen that. And then the second paragraph, animal kingdom is only one. Kingdom is only one. Human kingdom is one. So, but this is philosophy. I have a daughter in London called Bilkisu Ibrahim Suleiman. I've just snapped this. I sent to her. There's a brother Ibrahim Suleiman of the BBC. He was my colleague at the BBC, and his daughter is Bilkisu, and she's a poet. So now I will snap this poem. I send it to her. I say, Bilkisu, your namesake has done it, and you have not done it. And this is something which is very, very good. It's good to delve into philosophy. And it's good, as our special guest, the doctor, has said, that using the mind, which is encouraged. That is what he mentioned exactly our difference between us and the countries that have advanced. We have so much material resources, but we have not translated into value added. To make them value added, that we can, all the steel we have, all the iron we have, we can make steel out of it. We import steel after exporting iron ore. It's very sad. So he has said it all. So it is very, very, very good. I know we have to be careful because we have another round. So write it down. When we come to another round, you do it.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you so much, Doctor, for this fatherly and also intellectual comments. I think before we come to the presenters to respond, I have some few things to say, if Doctor allows me.
Go ahead.
Okay. First of all, beginning with women are human beings. I think one thing important that I spent almost the last year hearing from our own professors and intellectuals here is that as a writer, you need to embrace the culture of research.
Just keep the door open.
Yes, because research is highly important in writing. You have to first of all confirm facts. You have to fact check before you begin to write about anything that you want to write. So I think maybe that is why Safia got it wrong. For example, when you read the lines, you can understand that she's going back to two important issues, Amdia and that of Natasha. And Doctor ably explained what happened. Too much confidence and also lack of confidence. And Mr. Noor also talked about that too. So I think I suggest, Safia, you should try as much as you can to confirm any case that you are bringing into your writing. You can speak about how women are treated in the society generally, but don't be specific, because specification may raise so many arguments. And even from the outset of the discussion, we can understand that Natasha was not treated as such because she was Natasha. Many people were complaining about the head himself, not only in the case of Natasha, I think. So maybe something like this, research is highly important. With regard to the issue of that the poem is not it's not literary. I think that's what Heroine says. I beg to differ. There is what we call foregrounding. Foregrounding is a literary device employed by poets and short story writers in which they usually go against the normal grammatical rules in order to make a point in their writings stand out. You understand? The writer, which is Safiya, was so much confused and bewildered, she couldn't even control herself. She couldn't even have the time to think about the grammaticality or whatever you think of. She just went ahead writing something, venting her anger on what happened to Hamdia and Natasha. And she was even telling us in the piece of writing that she says, tun da abun ba na karkara ya tsaya ba akan talaka ba, har ma masu mulki. In dai mace ce zan baki da galihu. I realized this after the news of Senator Natasha. Meaning, in the past, she didn't realize this. She didn't understand that if you are a woman, you might be maltreated. She was telling us that this revelation came to her when that issue of Natasha happened. Therefore, she couldn't even control the type of discovery that she made. And that's why she foregrounded the whole writing. We have two important types of foregrounding. The first one is deviation. You deviate from the normal rules of language. We can see the Hausa of chatting here. For example, where she is supposed to write Inde, it is a D-A-E instead of D-A-I. And she was like too quick to come and present to show that she is not comfortable with what is happening. I think what they say is that there is not any piece of writing that you cannot find any literary device in it, whatever it is. There are pieces of writing written without any capitalization. From the beginning of the line up to the end of it, you will see small letters. And this is foregrounding. There is parallelism in which the poet, for example, repeats two grammatical structures that are said to be the same. You understand? For example, if this part has like 3 words, the other part will contain 3 words. And this is foregrounding. It is beautiful. I have many examples to cite. But in order to just maybe to even the score, we should sometimes be able to think deeply about pieces of writing before we say they don't contain any literariness in them. So that's it. The last one that I want to make a comment is the poem. I think the poem, your poem is interesting. I think I love it, and it is packed with so many literary terms. I can see, paradox. Paradox is highly important here. Please, I want you to just read the second stanza. It says, "Folks realize that twiddling their thumbs won't solve the predicament. Those who matter don't mind, and those who mind don't matter." This is paradox, a very beautiful paradox, where you mention two contradictory, for example, sayings within a short span. It adds beauty to what you say. We have a famous example in politics. Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country. John F. Kennedy says this. This poem is very beautiful, and I can see improvements in the way you write. This one looks like, someone from the Department of English, for example, who has been into, of course, it is so beautiful. I love it. Bilkisu, thank you. This is philosophical, but I think it is not flash fiction. In flash fiction, we have characters, we have setting, we have dialogues. So maybe if I were you, I might say my thoughts, they are just my thoughts. I don't know which category it belongs to, so that you can excuse yourself from the shackles that Mr. Nur was trying to put to you. So thank you. These are the comments I have. I think we're now going back to the writers themselves so that they can respond. Yes. Okay, beginning with the first one. Have you got anything? Just keywords.
the word that I was trying to say, you stopped me. It was like example Nigeria. We export oil and we export oil and we import oil. So it means that we export crude oil and we import refined oil. And the proceeds that we got from exporting crude oil is the one that we use in order to import the refined oil. You see where our money is going, and even more exactly sometimes because you even have to pay for the cost of shipment, transportation. Exactly. So, and regarding my poem, actually, this the second line, the second stanza you talked about, especially the idiom twiddling thumbs. I just saw it on a video. Yeah, I just saw it on a video. The idiom. Then I decided to do. Yeah, even the second paradox that you said that I said, those who matter don't mind, and those who mind don't matter. I also got it from a video. Honestly, and I try to marry them together. Yeah. So that's it. Thank you. Mm.
The point here is that those who mind, those who are happiness, and those who don't mind. What's the character you see that mind is about how it
And I make my poem like very simple because I want then everyone to understand what I was trying to say.
I call it لاء نعم.
Yes, very good.
النعم لا. كم من لاء ولفت لإخفاء مضمونها بنعم، وكم من نعم حق على أمرها لاء كاذبة تتزعم.
Can you repeat the stanza, please?
القصيدة اسمها لاء نعمي ونعم لائي. الكلام ده أنا كاتبه سنة 92 في بنغلاديش. 92. Yeah, almost now.
33 years.
Yes. كم من لاء غلفت لإخفاء ما. And the discussion interestingly started with someone. I was saying something and they say, no, King Fahad said such and such.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you are going against.
I'm going against his argument. كم من لاء غلفت لإخفاء مضمونها بنعم، وكم من نعم حق, which is mine, على أمرها لاء كاذبة تتزعم, which is from their side.
Right.
فلا أنت as a person فلا أنت بكاذب على من ارتضى لنفسه بالخدعة أن يطعم. Those who decide to deceive themselves, you did not like them. ولا أنت بصادق في عين من الكذب فيك ويتوهم. And those who accuse you of lying will never accept that you are telling the truth. So here you see the paradox. Yeah.
I like the intertextuality.
So the forum now has like Arabic.
The next presentation will bring you
Okay. Thank you all for your comments. And okay. And also, I'm not a feminist writer.
Okay.
I just compose poems on things that happen in our society.
Right.
So I wrote a lot of poems on things that happens, a lot of things. And also, I used to make it very simple so that even secondary school student, primary, everyone that watch it can understand what I was trying to send, the message. I used to record it and post it on social media. So I want everyone to understand the message I'm trying to.
Put the link in the group so that people can follow and see what you do.
Okay. 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 Okay, I will do so. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Are you on our group? I did. You did. Okay.
Okay, assalamu alaikum. I see I have so many to say, but I'm going to brief it.
You have only 2 minutes.
Okay, inshallah. It is very beautiful to me and honor that Dr. Majuddin say something to me. As I learned it in biology, what I know from the natural resources are either to be atmospheric resources that guys will have as air, or even the soil resources that I know some iron, some metals, something like this. So what I'm trying to explain in the part that the materials that put AI upon 3D is the part that we human beings are made by the bones, with bones, construction of bones, the muscles, and the skin. While the AI is only about metals, iron, conductors, semiconductors, and resistors. This is what I'm trying to see. And also the second speaker also trying to see about natural resources. And the third, I don't really get what he said. Maybe he's trying to say that I have to act more. I have to demonstrate good performance. Okay, I like it because I don't know. You can see it is now evening from the school, so everything's
okay, just stressed already.
Yes.
She's highly stressed.
I'm just trying to make it somehow because I'm a student here, so everything's going to be hard to me. This is the sad one comment.
And take water so that you stress more.
Thank you, Father.
You distress.
And the first speaker is trying to say that my writing is not going to be categorized either a poem or a fiction. I don't know how to answer this question.
No, of course, you don't need to.
Because it is
up to you.
No, I would just try it, because as I learn it, I don't know how to write poem. I'm not a poet. I'm just trying to write some stories, and yes, I'm just a writer. So I would just say I would label my writing as a story or a short story, a fiction, because I have some reason as how I learned it from Ali Kamal and from Dr. Ralia Mijama'a. She told me that I'm going to differentiate whether if I'm going to write a short story or a novel. If I'm going to write a short story, I'm going to make sure that the idea is very simple. And I have to make sure that it contains something like certain, like characters, as how you have said. And maybe I'm going to see that it contains some settings, because certain include maybe a time, a place, outdoors or indoors. I'm going to be atmosphere. I don't know what is going to be the setting based on my learning, because I'm going to deliver what I know in my writing. That is why I want to see maybe it is just a writing, it's not a poem. And regarding the fifth person about is trying to say that I'm confusing. No, I'm not confusing. The only things I'm going to say is about how scientists nowadays like to brag about the part that create AI. Maybe scientists forgot the part that they are the one that create AI. And I don't know why the one that cook the food, why the food that is cooked is going to be get applause instead of the one that cook it. I don't know why this is happening. So that is
displacement of credit.
Yes,
yes.
No matter how beauty this writing look, it doesn't mean the writing right itself. I'm the one that writes it. So my idea, my talent is shown here, and there is no way it's going to be the scientist to create AI. I don't believe this way. That's why I'm trying to do it. If your body looks absolutely beautiful, the person who have a desire will say, I'm going to have a contact with the architect and not the house itself. So I don't know why scientists are bragging the part that create AI, because he realized that it's something, or even he's going to say that human beings are something common, or even AI is going to be better than human beings. This is totally incorrect. Even in science, nevertheless. Yes, thank you, Father. That's it.
That is the creation.
That is the creation.
The creation is the beauty of the creation.
I'm trying to make it specific. That is why I don't mention Almighty Allah here. But I just mentioned the Malik. Sorry, sir, I just mentioned his work, medicine and the food. Without these molecules, without the person that created AI, that's it. And the sixth is, it's like literary word. Maybe, I don't know, but I'm going to show you some literary works. When Marifke is more backward, this is a typical personification, number one. And the second one is metaphor. Where is it? A mama's face, maybe, I don't know. Describing somebody with something that is closer to it. I don't know.
I read the group, not the person.
Sorry. Sometimes I'm trying to be this way. Okay. There are some. Sorry, I won't show you outside of this.
Yes, okay.
And the sixth one is Abdul. I don't know. I learned it from Abdul when Radia Mijama'a. She told me that, or even I learned from her that flash fiction is not going to be exceed less than 500 words, and it's going to be linear process. And after that, I'm going to provide some. You see, it doesn't contain some characters. But the character, it has two characters. I'm sorry. The first character, the one that is talking, it is first person narrator. She's the first character number one.
This writing seems to be scientific. Like, for example, somebody who is musing on the creativity of AI. So there is not even indication.
So
that happened. What?
So I'm going to see you behind the scene to show you.
We can discuss further.
Okay, to get more knowledge. Thank you.
We have very little time, and the next ones are very long.
Yes, we're going to start with Ismail with his piece of writing entitled "The Rare Father." Okay, My Rare Father. The second piece of writing is "Marital Belief in Nigeria" by Heroine. And also the last one is Mingling with Creative Writers by Conscious Abdul Malik, Glorious Pen. So I think let's begin with Ismail. And please, if time allows me, sir, if time allows me, I would like to read like 2 pages from this book, okay. The Incredible Dreams of Garba da Kaskas, written by Abubakar Umar.
Be brief about it, so that we have time for discussion.
Okay.
You have to finish by 6:30.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. The title of the poem of the short story is My Real Father by me, Ismail Al-Qasim Isaac, number 2. It goes, I'm a newly married woman.
Please, it is on the group. So
yeah, it is on the group.
You go to the group and you find it there.
I'm a newly married woman, still grappling with the reality of this new chapter in my life. For months before the wedding, a quiet fear nestled in my chest, whispering anxieties about what marriage would be like. Would I be happy? Would my husband cherish me the way he promised? Though I never doubted his love, the uncertainty of change loomed over me. Today marks the 6th day of our marriage, and until now our home has been filled with a constant parade of guests, family, friends, well-wishers from both sides, all blending into endless cycle of chatter and celebration. But today is different. My husband has gone to meet his friends, the same ones who stuck by him through the wedding festivities. And for the first time since I became a wife, I am truly alone. I sink into my plush couch in our living room, my fingers tracing invisible patterns on the armrest. The hum of our air conditioner is low, mingling with the lingering scent of my husband's perfume, the one he spread just before stepping out. In my lap, I hold a letter, the one my father sent after my wedding. With the gentleness of a historian handling an ancient manuscript, I open the envelope, careful not to damage the wrapping. I want to preserve every inch of it, as if keeping the paper intact will somehow freeze this moment in time. Dear Zainab, my father's familiar handwriting greets me. I still love you as fiercely as you were born, as the day you were born. Being my only daughter and carrying my mother's name has only deepened that love. My mama, I know you expected a speech from me before you left home, but I chose to write this instead, so you can read it again whenever you need to hear my voice. I inhale deeply. His words feel like a warm embrace, tugging at memories I hadn't thought of in years. Do you remember when I used to carry you on my shoulders, running around the compound while you laughed uncontrollably? Do you remember the silly games we played, not because I loved them, but because they made you happy? Do you remember how I held your tiny hands, guiding them as we learned to write your first letters? And oh, Mama, do you remember how I kissed your forehead every evening when I came home? And you ran to welcome me? I removed my eyeglass and wiped the tears that slipped down my cheeks. The memories he speaks of seem like relics from another life. One where I was a little girl who believed her father was the strongest man in the world. I continue reading, sipping the coffee beside me. Mama, you are not a child anymore, and that is the hardest thing for me to accept. We did everything we could to find you a husband worthy of you, but now it is up to you to bring into your marriage the values you learned at home. And let me tell you a secret. The easiest way to avoid tensions and quarrels in your home lies in that same soft, sweet voice you used to beg me for chocolates. Whenever you make a mistake, don't just say I'm sorry. Say it with the same gentle voice and maybe, just maybe, throw in one of those romantic phrases your generation is so fond of. I left out a small chuckle through my tears. My father, a poet, always knowing how to turn advice into something beautiful.
My queen, Dad continued, don't be afraid when people keep telling you to be patient in marriage. This doesn't mean you are destined for suffering. It simply means you and your husband will learn and grow into each other. Love evolves, deepens, and transforms. It won't feel the same after a week, a month, or even a year. But that doesn't mean it weakens. And remember, patience in marriage doesn't mean enduring unhappiness. It means allowing love to settle into its most natural, most enduring form. Your happiness has no limits, my daughter. Mama, do you remember learning the WH questions in school? This is the perfect time to use them on yourself. Whenever you face a misunderstanding with your husband, ask yourself, what did I do wrong? How can I make this right? Where does the problem lies? These simple questions will guide you to peace. And my dear, I'm sure your mother has already told you this, but let me remind you. Your husband will seek tranquility in you. Your presence, your mood, and even your silence will shape his days. Let your body be the safe place where he can rest his hands. Just be as romantic as your mother has been for me. And before you ask, no, you never saw our romance. That was intentional. Love is a treasure kept between those who share it. And I hope you do the same to your children. I smile, remembering the poetry I once stumbled open in my father's room. The love poems he wrote for my mother. I always read American and Asian poetry, really African. And yet, the poems he wrote for her were the most profound I have ever seen. One day I will ask him for copies. My dear, I have no doubt that your husband will provide for you and fill every void in your heart. But never forget, my mama, that my door is always open for you. If you ever need anything at all, I'm here. Then my eyes catch something that makes me laugh through my tears. Mom, do you remember the songs I used to write for you? The ones we sang together with your brothers? If you do, then stand up right now and sing these lines as you once did. I shake my head laughing, but I rise to my feet and softly began. I will love you, my husband, la 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 la. I promise to obey you, la 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 la. Promising you that, la 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 la. I will not defy your trust. I won't disobey my husband. There's no doubt I love him, I say. And he does much more than I do. I believe. La 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 la. Tears stream down my face as I sing. My father's love is so strong, so present, that even in his absence, he finds a way to hold me close. My baby, please stick to these lines you just sang and send me a recording. I will grade you. If you sing well, expect a surprise. Expect the unexpected, my love. I press the letter to my chest, closing my eyes, letting the moment linger. I turn the page and see the next section titled, How Do You Raise Children? And I already know it will be filled with wisdom. But for now, I must set aside. Dinner won't cook itself, and my husband will be home soon. As I rise to prepare our meal, soft smile lingers on my lips. I think about how many daughters in the world are lucky enough to have a father like mine. I love my real father.
So, let us see the first writing on the second segment. The second presenter is Rowa, known as Heroine, who is going to read a piece of writing entitled Marital Abuse in Nigeria. Okay, the mic.
Oh, the mic is here with me.
All right. This this marital belief in Nigeria is a screenplay, and I'm expecting, by God will, it can turn to movie.
Okay.
It
so
was.
Is it
The group
drama,
is playwright.
Is it like
It's like a playwright. It was early morning. Mrs. Ifama, dressed with Igbo clothes. She is inside her bedroom, rubbing cream on her skin, so excited. singing her favorite music. Reggae and blues to my melody, chicken curry with the spicing with the tottery. Jealousy when I see you with somebody. No fit the carry you play cause this love no get ending. Breaking all the rules of society. Pepper all of them with the jealousy. Carry your matter for head like a mad person. I want to be more than friends with you. Can left for my way. Come up for my babe. To left for my baby now. Do go with this spray. There for my radar like so and on my leg. Anything you say. Do me like I smoke Igbo. This thing why you do me so. Don't they carry me, they go. Adam Maz, Adam my, Adam Pras. Surprise me with your jazz. Do me like I smoke Igbo. This thing why you do me so. Don't they carry me, they go. Adam Maz, Adam my, Adam Pras. Surprise me with your jazz. If you name me, waiting you do me so. I get that from memory. Spray you my currency. If you name me, waiting you do me so. I'll go sell all my properties, spray you my currency, spray you my currency. Today is a special day to me. Mr. Andre fulfilled all my dreams with a great sacrifice as his wife. She turned and looked babies kept and properly dressed on bed. If you forgive all my sins, my beloved husband, I must name these babies with your name, Andre. I'm sure they will become the diamond mirror in my life. Jacob is inside classroom, writing. Their auntie left to pick up call. He closed his book, his hand up suddenly, so exciting. Hey, all my friends, I came up with a new song to enjoy all of us together. Solomon speak delighted. Sing it, we are all ready to answer your symphony. All the students inside the class are clapping and shouting happily. Jacob, okay, you should all listen to it before we sing together. The title is E Dey Flow. All the students are quiet listening to him. E dey flow, oil for my head dey flow. No be wash oh, if you check am you go know. Blessings choke from my head down to my toes. No be wash oh, even for my face e dey show. All the students repeat it. E dey flow, oil for my head dey flow. No be wash oh, if you check am you go know. Blessings choke from my head down to my toes. No be wash oh, even for my face e dey show. Solomon, when you pamper me steadily, surprising me constantly, oh, boosting my energy, oh. This your love no be fallacy, oh, even the blind can see, oh, wetin you do for me, oh. All the students repeat again. E dey flow, oil for my head dey flow. No be wash oh, if you check am you go know. Blessings choke from my head down to my toes. No be wash oh, even for my face e dey show. Auntie Choma returned back to class. All the students keep quiet. I heard all your voice singing. Who are those singing? Quickly bring yourself out before I pursue you. All the students refused to mutter. Since you refuse to answer me, let me call the spelling master. She left so angry to call Uncle Akintola. Uncle Akintola was in the office arranging files alone. Auntie Choma walked into the office. Auntie Choma, Uncle, you should come and penalize those stupid kids that offend me. Auntie Choma spoke so angry. Uncle, you should come and penalize those stupid students that offend me. I told them to bring out those who misbehave, but they refused. Uncle Akintola stand up from chair and walk near her. I'm so sorry on behalf of them. You know how stubborn they are. Please and please, you should calm down, my dear. Auntie Chioma speak angry with audible voice. Is this what you suggest to do as a discipline master? In fact, you don't know your duty. It means you allow them to mess up on me? I will not let them to do what they want. She turned to walk, he suddenly held her hand. Uncle Akintola speak with soft voice. Apologies, Chioma. Please listen to me. You cannot force them to stop what is badly instantly, unless to advise them and tell them what they done is wrong and immoral. Please, Chioma, understand me. Auntie Chioma, it's okay. I cannot reject what you request from me. I accept it. Uncle Jacob is so glad he lifted her up, so exciting. Thank you, my dear. Chioma is so delighted. Ezekiel was kept in jail. He was standing in front of Bill. I know all what happened between me and Jessica are all my faults. If I marry her, all these incidences could not occur. I regret all my deeds.
Thank you so much for this excerpt from her upcoming play. This is called Playlet, right? Doctor? Yes. I think it is called Playlet, an excerpt from the body of, yeah, of course. Yes, of course. So, dan karamin wasan kwaikwayo ne aka dan rubuta nan. So she performed it like the way the characters could perform it. Let's now take the last piece for today and then come back to the discussions. Mingling with Creative Writers by Gloria Spain. Mr. Conscious Abdul Malik, are you there? Please pass the mic to him.
Let him come.
Okay, yeah, come.
Good evening. The title of my poem is Mingling with Creative Writers. Arise to supernatural, talented writers who are creatives, are critical thinkers. Being among them is just a blessing to me from my Creator, because I found out that they exist in order to produce new instigators. I'm so excited to be among them, with plans to create a poetry parlor club on campus. But when I found this prestigious space, I terminated it. And may God bless the lecturer who introduced us here. I am an upcoming poet and writer, striving for the best and competency. God bless you all in this prominent club, Creative Writers, and I am happy to join and contribute with my skills.
And we're happy to have you here.
So this is like an introduction, right? Yes. So thank you, Mr. Conscious Abdul Malik. Okay, now the floor is open for comments, and please, we should make it brief because we have 20 minutes as we have heard from Doctor.
Not with something specific to any one of them because I don't have the time to. Okay. But with something I always say. Last time I said in the last forum, I actually enjoyed the way the discussions are being held. Is very objective, and they are very analytic and critical in the real constructive criticism. Everything is being discussed in detail, and people give their views on whatever is being on discussion. And I like this. In Sudan, we have it only annually, or when you have a work to be evaluated. You see, but here you are having it always, and this keeps hammering the issue and hammering the poems and whatever artistic writing is in such a way that makes I see sometimes tensions arising within the responses. This is, by the way, very positive. This is very positive. It is not defensive. It should not be defensive. It should be directed inwards, like self-criticism. I will say the writer have first to start with self-criticism. Write the article and come and view it from the other perspective and try to add to it. So I think this is very positive, and whoever the presenters, I saw sometimes they are very defensive. No, not like that. Exactly. Yeah, you should not be defensive. You should try to be yourself as you really are, and in this way you can progress and proceed forward.
There's no need to add to it. It's exactly what we said earlier. Works of art can be interpreted in any matter and form. Always, somebody will interpret it the opposite of what you meant. So don't worry. Don't worry. We say the mechanic of the bicycle is good, but the person who created the bicycle is better. So if you do something and somebody is a repairer of the bicycle, he's helping you. So that bicycle, that your creativity, that your item will continue to go. So as he advised, don't be intimidated at all. Sometimes our children, when growing up, they are looking forward to the elders to tell them what to do. Most likely, when it comes to literary art and creativity, you are right. Whatever you do, you are right. Except if you abuse the syntax and the grammar, etc., we correct you. But the idea, as he said, is sacrosanct. It is yours. Don't be defensive. Go ahead and defend yourself. So I hope you take it home. Yes.
Okay. So any comments?
For those who are new, Dr. Maduddin is our special guest. He's from Sudan. He's a medical doctor. He's a dentist in Sudan. Due to the problem of Sudan, many of them have left that country now, and he's here visiting us in Nigeria. And Alhamdulillah, Ismail told him about this forum. And Alhamdulillah, we are very blessed with his presence today.
Okay. Once again, thank you very much. Mine is a press on the way they read the works is very interesting. And on the issue of foregrounding quickly, if you read Ayukwai the beautiful one are not yet born. Even the word beautiful is not written correct, isn't it? The spelling of the beautiful one is not correct. But for Ayukwai for him it's right, because it's an authority. You see, if I write without punctuation, my writing will look nonsense. But if Wale Soyinka wrote without punctuation, that is beautiful, isn't it? So at this stage, we should encourage people to write, to follow the style, the way things are. They shouldn't foreground, isn't it? They should write correctly. When they reach the top, then they write anyhow. Thank you.
Sorry, with the time constraint, I have less to say. For Ismail Al-Qasim, honestly, your writing is phenomenal. Honestly, I really like it, especially the song that you sing. I didn't know that you know how to sing a song like this. Honestly, is very articulating. And the next is it poem or writing by Heroine? Actually, it's also very articulating. The way you present it, excellent. But I think there is a word. This I smoke Igbo. Is it Igbo or Igbo? Igbo wheat. Yes, Igbo is wheat. So I don't think it's Igbo. It's ECPO.
No, same spelling.
Okay, same spelling. Okay. So thank you so much.
Good evening to everyone. My father's there and my brothers. I'm new to this forum, and I would like to appreciate being a member with you. I would like to quickly, because of time, regard my advice to my brother who presented a poem known as Mingling with Creative Writers. So I am of the advice that such poem should include some rhetorical and poetic device, because poetry is mostly meant to be condensed, brief in nature, and enriched with rhetorical device. It's not I'm not criticizing it negatively. I'm just offering a poetic advice. Thank you very much.
Let's pass it around. If you don't have anything to say, just pass it. Okay. Pass it.
So, Assalamu alaikum rahmatullah. Because of the time, I have to say it briefly. I don't have the copy of the, other, presentations. I don't know how to get it, but I'm actually 1 minute. Okay, so I'm, I'm actually, fascinated by the.
Each one of you, let's put it on the group so that you can have the benefit of having it.
Yes, by the melody of the way they just presented it. And let me go quickly and say something about the paper that I have, Ismail. Thank you very much for your own presentation. It is such a wonderful, paper that I have ever, seen. And of course, I like writers like you, writers that can go into the other gender and speak like them. I can see from the story that Ismail is not.
Until we reach the girls. If they tell us that is like woman, then you can be like,
okay. Yes, the reason why I'm saying this is because I like people that, especially writers, those that can think like a woman, act like a woman, speak like a woman, but not just a woman, but a particular woman in the story. And Ismail is able to do that in his own story. But only one thing that I want to say here concerning the first paragraph of your own story, Ismail. When you are writing, that's what they say as far as, let's say, suspense is concerned, creating suspense in your own story. When you are writing a story, try not to tell but show. In the first line of your own paragraph, of the first paragraph here, you say, I am a newly married woman. You don't have to tell us that you are a woman. From your own words. Like when you mention my husband, we understand that, we can understand that you are a woman. So that means you are showing, not telling. You understand that? So please, next time when you are writing, try to show. Especially like you just, let me go straight. I like this poem. Is it a poem or a song? I like it the way, the melody, how I wish I can sing it there. A song. Only women can sing like this. And Ismail is able to do it. Please, let's just appreciate Ismail. I like the way. And here, although I'm not very much concerned about grammar, but here where you say, would my husband cherish me the way he promised? It should be the way he had promised. Because remember, you are trying to bring the memory of something that happened in the past before another thing happened. So it should be the way he had promised. And promise is not something that, has limitation. It's everlasting, let's say, idea. So the way he had promised, not the way he promised. So thank you very much, Ismail, and I really enjoyed it.
Mine is Assalamu alaikum. Thank you everybody for coming. First of all, my own is just a comment, or rather a piece of advice. My writers, or my fellow writers, are making a headway to writing. They are coming along fine. But the problem is that the upcoming writers, the prospective writers, do not try to go to the people who are more productive than they are, just to help them out to edit their work. And do you understand? So that they will avoid them. Though mistake is are inevitable. You can't avoid it. But if you go to them and proofread your own works, then you can minimize the problems. And finally, my fellow writers, don't try to be armed with the rules that govern writings, right? They don't try to arm themselves with a lot of great knowledge of grammar, and they don't try to avoid a kind of faulty grammar, faulty punctuations. Do you understand? They just depend or rely on their own talent and ability. Do you understand? So you can't produce a successful writing without having knowledge or sufficient knowledge of grammar. Do you understand? Grammar is very important for every writer. Do you understand? It's essential. So it is necessary for the existence of great writing. So you have to understand, read a lot of grammar. Do you understand? You have to have a kind of mastery over grammar. Do you understand? So that your writing will be well written and it will be acceptable wherever you go or whenever you produce it. Thank you so much.
Okay, Dr. Hassan. Then you round off.
Okay, thank you very much, everybody. Just to stand on existing appraisal of all three presentations, I am very glad that Ismail got this kudos from his colleague, and Alhamdulillah, I would have loved the girls. We have three girls here. Sophia has gone. She had to go. I would have loved that the girls here, there's my daughter there, Khadija, who just joined us. I would have loved the girls to tell us whether Ismail, whether Ambature, is not Ismail now, has appropriated the role of a new wife and whether he has done it correctly. But having said that, it's all right. I will continue to debate this maybe in the group, inshallah. Only thing I will tell him is about the pronunciation. This sitting, this double, what do you call it, the chair in the room, couch, yes, not coach, couch. Yeah, that is a plush couch. Yeah, that's the only thing that I should remember to tell you. But yeah, it is actually, it's very medical. So we thank you very much for bringing that, and I think it has opened a debate. I will challenge my daughters, please. Try to reply him. Yes, next month you try to reply the Ango. Let us say I am newly. Let us know I am a newly married man, and come and speak in a married man's try. Try. No. Next time, inshallah. Yes, sir. Okay, well, it will come back. It will come back. Then my daughter Hawa, the heroine. Alhamdulillah, this is excellent. The way Ismail appropriated an Amaria. This is the way Hawa, a Hausa girl, has appropriated Ibonese. It is wonderful. Including all the nuances and all the performances of being an Igbo girl. When she was doing the performance, there was one Igbo girl in Katsina who is actually Igbo Hausa, who, I don't know, my daughter used to tell me about her, like MC twins, MC Tagwaye, he's Igbo, but born and raised as Hausa. So there is this Igbo girl called Aisha. So my daughter tells me about her, that she does everything like a Hausa girl, but she's an Igbo girl. So yeah, so it reminds me of her here. And I remember about 35 years ago, a Hausa boy presented a poem on Bata dance. Bata dance is a Yoruba dance, and he performed it even with a drum. We didn't know. The boy was born in Shagamu, in Ogun State, and he grew up Yoruba, but he's a Hausa boy. So this is what she did. I don't know. We'll continue to ask her how come she can appropriately fit herself in this role. And we look forward to seeing that piece of drama acted out. Please, if you don't have any opportunity, tell me. We will organize here in the university. Makosa, we can invite you. Makosa is here, many students of this department. We can stage this play. It is a well written play, and it should be staged. It shouldn't be just enjoyed by reading. It should be enjoyed by performance. We look forward to it. Having said that, just a few corrections. It was early morning, Miss Ifoma. In Igbo, Ifoma is spelled I-F-E-O-M-A. I-F-E-O-M-A. That's how to write Ifoma. But it's pronounced Ifoma. That is why sometimes when we write, we forget the E. But you have to put the E. And then dressed in Igbo attire. We don't dress in a cloth. If you want to culturalize a piece of dress, you call it attire. Yeah, so Igbo attire. She was dressed in, not with, Igbo attire. All the rest, except they are very, very good. And the chorus, the repetition in the poem, very, very interesting. And we'll look forward to this, all of this being staged somewhere. And this is something that we lack. Please, if you wish, we can give you an hour to write this, employ characters, rehearse it, and come and play it out here. We can do it here. We can do it, can't we? Yes, so please think about it and let us see. We can do it here, and then we can raise it up Kano level, and we can raise it up to Nigeria level. Because we lack people who are courageous to write plays. Many people don't write plays. It is easier to write a poem. So please, let's give her the encouragement. And finally, for Abdul Malik, we thank you very much for appreciating us, and we welcome you to this Creative Writers Forum, and we look forward to more outpourings from you. And just to appropriate the words of one of the commentators of the earlier three, this one has meter, this one has structure, this one has rhyme, this one has everything, and we thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much. So I think because of the time, we're going to do two things. First, on behalf of Doctor, I would like to give Dr. Imauddin a chance to just give us the recitation of his first poem in life.
Have you put it on the group?
Yeah, it is in the group.
It is on the group.
So he's just going to recite it. Secondly, we will come back to the writers to say some few words. But just a quick rider, please, as we are